An electromagnetic pulse is a byproduct of an above-the-atmosphere nuclear explosion or a solar flare. It is, in its first phase, an electrically and magnetically charged pulse which will very rapidly, too rapidly to stop by ordinary means, travel through our electric grid and permanently destroy electronic components. This means it will destroy our ability to produce power by destroying the electronic equipment we currently use. We will not have the ability to replace burned out parts. That may take years. This will also affect municipal water production, trash removal, banking transactions, gasoline pumping, and transportation. Hospitals will not have power. Emergency services will not have power either. It begins to sound very grim. One day you may suddenly be plunged into the chaos created by an electromagnetic pulse. Will you be ready? Would you know what to do if suddenly everything around you grew dark and quiet and remained that way? Would you recognize the possible severity of the situation? Would you know how to react? What would you do first? This is one of the most inherently devastating threats in our country's history, and most of us are too poorly informed to even save our own lives. As residents of San Francisco, I think that we are in a unique position to recover from an EMP attack for several reasons. For one thing, San Francisco has its own electrical grid. That means that it is much smaller than the national grid, and for that reason, I believe it would be easier and faster to repair it and to bring back the public services that we require in order to survive. We recycle really well. We have an educated population, low crime rate, and a diverse city that is able to get along. So how do we store electronic equipment to keep it safe from an electromagnetic pulse? Only by putting it in what is called a Faraday cage, which is a metal enclosure, though the parts that are required to repair the grid must be stored in a Faraday cage. What is urgently needed at San Francisco State University is a course in urban survival. The military knows that the most important advantage an enemy can have is the element of surprise. So long as San Franciscans are ignorant about what is likely to occur, our enemies have that element of surprise. We need to educate our people about how to prepare for what is perhaps inevitable to occur.